beautiful souls. I'm Dani and welcome to Heal What Ails You. I'm super excited and ecstatic for this day. Today marks the beginning of a new journey, a journey for myself and a journey for you, a journey for the collective. And this day has been a long time coming. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here and thank you for showing up. And so I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what my vision for Heal What Ails You is. Heal What Ails You is going to be a channel to help guide those of us that are searching for healing, that are searching for growth, that are searching for transformation. And when you think healing, you may immediately think as in like our physical body. Maybe we're sick, maybe we have high blood pressure, maybe we're overweight. You're gonna automatically think of physical things. I know I did. I'm a registered nurse, so by trade, I was trained to think as healing in the physical body. But Heal What Ails You, while there may be times that we discuss topics and you'll begin to see the connections about how this type of healing that we're going to be discussing here on Heal What Ails You can help heal the physical body. Heal What Ails You is going to be a channel dedicated to the healing of your soul, to our souls, to the collective souls. Wow. I just think that's such a powerful thing. This channel is going to be dedicated to those that know within their bone, they can feel it. They may not know what they need. You may not know what you need. I didn't know what I needed, but I could feel within my bones that there was a shift, that there was some other type of healing that needed to take place. And when I started along this journey, I naturally started with the physical, looking at the superficial layers of healing. And quickly, not by choice, I don't believe, but I was thrown into this healing of my soul. And soul healing doesn't ever stop. I'm not a guru. I'm not going to pretend to be. I don't know everything. There are lots of things I don't know. And your path is going to be different than mine. But as a person that has gone through this healing, growing, and transformation process before, I've kind of gotten my sea legs, or my roots. And I feel that because I have gotten my sea legs and my roots, that I can provide you with tips, tricks, my own personal experience journeys, my story, to help guide you. And for the longest time, I felt called to do this, but if I'm being honest, I never felt worthy. What makes me worthy of telling other people or walking other people through this process? Well, when I started my journey, and it's a scary, lonesome journey, well worth it. Had there not been people there to guide me, I would not have made it through this journey. And I did some traveling along my journey, and I met people in different states that provided assistance. I've returned home to find that within my community there had already been people here providing assistance. But for me, in my own personal journey, somehow I stumbled upon these healers on YouTube. And I love that because they were there whenever I needed them. They were there at midnight. They were there at 3 a.m. They were there at noon. Whenever I needed the support, I could hop onto my phone, click a channel, and my guidance was there. So that is what has inspired me to start this channel. When it comes to healing of the soul, it's a little different. We'll do a lot of talking about spirituality, healing arts, connecting with the universe. And I feel that it's important for me to state here and state now that spirituality is about acknowledging your soul, living through your soul, and understanding that at a soul level we are connected to this beautiful earth that we have, and much more. I am not here to preach. Spirituality is non-denominational. Spirituality is not religious. If you have a religion that you find faith in, that you are firm in, that doesn't mean that you can't practice spirituality. That doesn't mean that you can't work to heal yourself and to grow on a cellular level. Cellular. And I felt that it's important to say that because at one point, so I am a registered nurse, not practicing traditionally in the Western sense, but I am also a Reiki master practitioner. I don't really care for that word master. We're not masters of anything, but that's how it's put out there. So I also practice healing work, which focuses on our soul level wounds. And one of my clients at a health fair, she'd kind of watched me. We'd been at the same fair, or not the same fair, but we'd been following each other through these local events. And she finally came up to me one day and said, "I'm interested, but I'm terrified." And she said, "Because I love Jesus and spirituality freaks me out, and I love Jesus and I don't want to do anything that's going to hurt Jesus." So I just feel that it's important to note this, that absolutely whatever religion that you are in, or maybe you choose not to resonate with a religion, that is fine. You can still dive into spirituality. You can still do healing at a soul level. Whew, okay. Why healing at a soul level? I really think we're coming into terms with this. In ancient times, throughout humanity, we have acknowledged the soul. There were healers and practitioners. If you want to think of shamans, there was a shaman, a medicine man or woman in every culture around the globe. It may not be called shaman per se, but someone that acted in the healer form, that treated on a physical and a soul level, treated mind, body, and spirit, mind, body, and soul, however you want to phrase it. And then somewhere along the way, we've kind of began focusing more on our physical body. So when we think about getting better, we think about needing to get in shape, we think about losing weight, we think about fixing our hair to make ourselves feel better. And as a nurse, when I went into the field, it just really dumbfounded me at how many people were sick, how many people had chronic comorbidities, how many people were just ill, and treating it on a physical base or a cellular level wasn't necessarily fixing the problem. And I didn't know a lot of things about me at this time, But I do know now that I was able to kind of pick up on these emotional wounds that people carried around. And, you know, I became very frustrated with the industry, with the system itself, and I thought it landed on me. It was very frustrating to see the lines of the ER overloaded. People can't get the help that they need as quick. Doctors, caregivers, nurses, lab techs, anybody in the healing field was overwhelmed and burdened themselves. They were sick because our illness was all coming at such a fast pace. Quick turnover, can't really fix the problem. People were just coming back in. And it dawned on me, maybe not then, but a little later on once I started my journey, that the majority of our illness, our dis-ease, stems from a lack of healing those deep emotional wounds. It stems from not showing up as our authentic self. It stems from trying to be what you think society wants you to be. It stems from our ancestral baggage. So like grandma's bullshit problems overflew into mom, and mom carried them over here. We've all grown up in environments that could use a little bit more nurturing. We all have family problems. Our perceptions of ourselves are probably quite different than how we appear to others. So by healing at the cellular level, we can start laying down some of this baggage. And I don't know about you, but my guess is that if you click this video, your shoulders are heavy. Because I know mine were. My shoulders were so heavy. And it felt so good to lay that down. And it was not easy by any means. And it's not going to be for you, for us. I am still in this. But it can be done. And I believe that the more of us that do the work, and the more of us that show up to help support those that are doing the work, I think that we can really create a brighter future. And don't we all want that? If you can think at all for a second about what you've been through, don't you hope that you can make it a little bit easier for those that come after you? So, I just want to say thank you for joining in to hear a little bit about what Heal What Ails You is. And if you're interested in taking this journey, if you're feeling called, I'm not going to be able to fix it, and it's not going to be a quick fix. But I can provide you with some empowerment and ways that you can do this work yourself. And I can provide you with the comfort of knowing that you are not alone. Because if there's anything that I can tell you about this process, it's that you are not alone.